Okay, Tony, I'll tell you about what I see in your swing and tell you what's causing it, and then hopefully give you some tips that'll help you. I'm seeing your swing, it's working from the top down rather than from the ground up. And I know this because the top of the backswing, right as you start the downswing, I see it kick out, and the club head is going across the target line. Right at impact, if you'll watch, right at impact, the club goes directly left. That's an indication of the upper half of the body starting the golf swing on the downstroke. You'll notice, and I did do this one frame at a time, I taped it with my camera and clicked it one frame at a time, very good definition. But you'll notice that on the downswing, the club is pointed almost at your foot when you get shoulder high with the hands, and that means that the club head is going to work out across the target line. If it does that, it's going to work back this way. I also see at the top, the left rib cups quite a bit and the face is open. That'll cause that face to stay open through the impact area. I want to talk to you about what's causing that problem is the fact that the upper body, like I said, is dominating the downswing. The swing should work from the ground up. The feet should move the legs move the torso moves the shoulders move the arms move the hands move the club. That's the way it should work. But I also notice in the face on, and you can notice this, right about the impact point, the lower half of the body stops, and you see the shoulders pass the hips and then drag the hips to the finish. That's an indication that the top is moving the body rather than the bottom moving the body. We need to get the legs to where they're moving in the right direction. If you want this to come in an arc, and these two putters are supposed to represent an arc, the club head needs to attack the ball just a little bit from the inside and then roll around. That helps us to roll around the spine rather than up and down. Up and down. I recommend you getting something like this. Set up just some kind of sight reference. Take that club back, point this ball at that target, take the hands shoulder high, keep this nice and flat. That's plenty of backswing. Back to here, that's going to allow the club to come from the inside. This will help you get back on swing plane. Swing plane is what's causing the push. Swing path and swing plane is causing the push. I recommend that you work on the lower half of the body. If you get the lower half of the body working first, the footwork, it's easier to get the club moving from the inside if you've got a turn. And like I said, watch the film, you'll see the lower half of your body right as the downswing gets into the hitting area. It stops, the shoulders overtake the hips, and you see the hips turn after. The hips should lead to shoulders, so we should have the hips here, not quite that far, but here, here, here. Work on getting it from the ground up. Work on this little move. Take the club, take it back, get it right in here. Lock that elbow against the rib. That's where it should be. Don't move the hands, don't move the arms. Turn it with the body. That's how you square the golf club. Boom. 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 I'm not moving my hands, I'm not moving my arms. I'm just moving my body. Boom. And then I'm going to lower the club head down to the hitting area. Right now we've got the arms moving the club quite a bit. That's what's causing a little bit of, and you can notice this as you go through the swing. Right after impact you see the chicken wing. That's because the arms and the hands are doing so much, they're so active. Jams this wrist, comes up. This little tool here is a wonderful tool. I got a lesson, it's a short game lesson. It gives a good demonstration of it and explains what it'll do. But it's a very good tool to help the body learn to move. It keeps you from flipping the club like you do, because if you flip it, that's going to hit you. So you get right in here to the hitting area, and then the body moves out of the way of this. It's a natural thing. If you start out with something like this, this is a 56 degree with a shaft stuck in the end of it. Hit some short chips, Maybe work up to 20-yard shots. That's what needs to happen in your swing. If you want to get the club head working in the right direction, we have to work from the ground up, not the top down. When we do that, the club will go this way, and then it'll go right back over here. When we get the legs working first, it's boom. It goes around the spine rather than up and down, causing inconsistencies. Nicholas had a good thing in the Golf Digest not long ago about rolling the weight on the feet. Take your stance and roll the weight. If you'll watch, I've got a swing on there, and you can see the kneecaps staying level, and on the downswing they move this way about 6 inches. Get a little lateral movement in your feet first. Boom, boom. Lock the arms like I was showing you earlier, and practice turning it with the body rather than the hands and arms. I promise this will help. Also, I'm pretty sure if we'll get a little stronger grip in the left hand, it'll help support some of these things I'm wanting you to change. Take that club, set that thumb on it, put it in between the two fingers, and let it lay like that. That's going to put it directly horizontal to the palm. Most teachers tell you to grip it like this a little. Start out with it like that. When you put the club down, it'll do that automatically. But it'll put it in a stronger position in your left hand. That will help you support the club more. A lot of times the right hand will take over because the left hand is on the club weak. This being weak, that's very, very strong, like a baseball bat. Put the thumb on it, and it will automatically, when you set it down, it'll stretch the fingers out to where it's laying like that. But it'll put it in a better position. Yours right now is just a fraction weak. By practicing the shorter swing, shoulder high, it'll be easier to keep this flat. And like I said, something like this will help you. It'll give you a sight reference on swing plane. And I don't know how straight these are. I set them up very quick. But get about shoulder high, make sure this is pointed right at the line, and point it at the line all the way through. When you get back down here, you'll be here, and then right on through. Work on these things. Let me know how it's going. We'll see. Appreciate you, buddy.